KCR is trailing in both his seats. KTR is trailing in both his seats. 40 leads. 40 leads for the Congress, a 13-seat lead that they have opened up over the BRS. And in Chhattisgarh, again, it is the Congress party that's opening up a 11-seat lead over the BJP. Shivani, Telangana, what's happening?
Yeah, you know, you were right. I was tracking Telangana, and KCR seems to be trailing in both his seats from Kamareddy and from Gajwel. Actually, he went up to lead in Gajwel just for a brief second, but now he's trailing again in both of his seats. So KCR, the incumbent chief minister in Telangana, on his welfare model, fighting this election,
incumbent
and
chief
fighting
minister
two seats
trailing
and
in
trailing on both seats.
I have not heard that in a very long time.
Well,
you know, in Karnataka, Mr. Bommai, who was trailing for a brief bit that morning, we said, you know, he's unpopular, but he managed to win.
Yes.
Whereas KCR, after 10 years,
he kept us waiting, though.
Yeah, not one, but 2 seats if he is trailing. Yeah. That's a problem.
No, it's quite clear that there is definitely anti-incumbency, and it is raging, and we just have to now look at the margins actually.
Yeah.
And what is also very interesting,
Telangana, you know, the southern part, the eastern part. Yeah. Eastern part is Warangal. Of course, Revant Reddy is the MP there from Malkajgiri. The eastern part, which the Congress did well even in the last time, they've managed to hold on there.
Do you have an urban-rural cluster in this?
Yes,
let's have a look at that.
Let's try and see what the rural seats are. The rural seats, and predominantly we tend to think of Hyderabad and the rest of Telangana is rural, Hyderabad is urban, but in 42 rural seats, the Congress is leading in 24, the BRS only in 15. And a lot of those are coming from southern and eastern. And I keep saying this again and again, you've got to win 2 out of 3 regions in Telangana because the Congress has the disadvantage of Hyderabad, those 20 seats in Hyderabad.
So the whole controversy over whether the Raitu Bandhan scheme stopped by the Congress, etc., going out with the wash there. It's not really had an impact.
Other than this pocket here, which is Siddipet, Sirsila, that belt, which is the BRS's belt, you're not really seeing lots of pockets of pink in rural Telangana. You're seeing lots of pockets of blue in rural Telangana. But the Congress needs to, like I said, the strike rate has to be 60 because they have the disadvantage of the Hyderabad seats.
Well, this tells you also that, you know, welfareism without delivery, if it's not concomitant, it's going to cost you.
Well, let's quick check on the leaderboard and also on the board, on the scoreboard on our screens, ladies and gentlemen. Congress is just 6 short of the winning lead in Chhattisgarh. 6 short of the winning lead in Chhattisgarh, and not so far away from the winning lead, the BJP in Madhya Pradesh and in Rajasthan. So they are also moving towards that winning lead, but Chhattisgarh could be the first one which could breach that halfway mark plus the win lead. But in terms of the leaderboard, Madhya Pradesh, it is Shivraj Singh Chauhan. In Rajasthan, we put JP Nadda ji's picture because chief ministerial candidate announced nahi hua hai. So that's the reason why it's the BJP national president whose picture is there. I'm qualifying that. Here, Bhupesh Baghel comfortably in the lead in Chhattisgarh, just 6 short of the winning lead. That is a halfway mark is 545, 46 is we win. And Revant Reddy, this is the one who's joined the Congress party 6 years ago, and he's like perhaps cashing in on the anti-KCR, anti-BRS sentiment there because the Congress is racing away with the mandate in Telangana. Frankly, ladies and gentlemen, the Congress seems to be in a position that it could race past the 59 number very, very easily and very, very fast in Telangana at this point in time. So this is a quick check of the leaderboard. Zakka Jacob applauded Chhattisgarh.
There's good news and bad news for the BJP. The good news is in the Naxal belt, they're leading in Bijapur, they're leading in the neighboring constituency of Dantewada, they are also leading in Jagdalpur. So these are seats that the BJP lost big time last time around. These are seats that they are leading in currently in the Naxal belt, and that's a key indicator. But the bad news for the BJP is in the city seats. In Durg, Raipur, I only see 1 seat where the BJP is leading. The Congress is leading in about 7 of the Durg, Raipur, extended city seats. This used to be the BJP's belt. The BJP is an urban party, right? And they're not leading in any seat except 1 in that entire Durg, Raipur belt. So that's the bad news for the BJP.
Early days though.
Early days, absolutely.
Yeah, early days because look, I still don't know how many rounds have opened up in Chhattisgarh. But as you were saying, Zakka, if you were to go by your logic, if you've begun to sort of do well in the first phase, then
it
perhaps,
tends to
so we don't know really what's happening.
You were talking about Rajasthan and whether in that eastern part of Rajasthan, the highway, as we call it, Is there evidence to show that the Gujars have moved away? A lot of saffron here. A lot of saffron. I just want
Can
to
we
go
focus
through.
more? I mean, is
yeah,
it
from
possible for you
Dudu,
to-
the BJP candidate is leading. From Jotwara, Rajwardhan Rathod is leading. Neighbouring constituency of Amber, Satish Punia, former state president, he's leading. Chomu, Ramlal Sharma is leading. So if you look at that belt, from Bassi, Chandramohan Meena is leading. So if you look at that belt, there is a lot more saffron now. The good news for the BJP is the Udaipur belt, they seem to be taking it pretty comfortably. The Kota, Jhalawar, the tribal belt, there again they seem to be holding on
Again,
fine.
that was where there was some communal clashes,
Yeah,
etc.
we are
So
not
that belt
seeing
was-
any seats reporting in the
That's right.
northern part
Yes.
of Rajasthan.
That's a good point.
From Junjunu and from Sikar and so on. We're not seeing any seats report there. So that could be critical as well. Beniwal will come into play in northern Rajasthan. But this eastern Rajasthan, certainly it's better for the BJP than what it was in 2018. Still, I don't think we're in a position to say, okay, the Gujars have voted en masse against the Congress and for the BJP. Quick check.